Hey friends, in this video I'm going to talk about section 53A of the Code of Criminal Procedure. This section gives the power to the police officer to hold an examination of the accused person who has committed rape or an offense attempt to commit rape. In this video, I'm going to tell you all the techniques to remember the law because that's important, and I will tell you all the procedural aspect that how medical officer will prepare the report and what are the particulars that it must contain. So, I am Advocate Papia. I welcome you all in my channel Decode the Law. So, let's dive in the video. Hey friends, this video is all about section 53A of the Code of Criminal Procedure. This section states about medical examination of person accused of rape by medical practitioner. And I have break this section in few parts so that your learning will become easier. So just reading the bare provisions from the bare act is not enough. So you have to know how to make application of the law. This is the technique to remember. Now here I will share with you a flowchart. So before directly going into the provision, I would like to state an overview of this section. This section will come into the picture when any kind of rape related offense will commit. So this section states about when an offense relating to rape has been committed, it is the investigating officer of the case who is of opinion that reasonable ground exists or who has reason to believe that such person might have committed the offense or examination of such person will afford an evidence, then the police officer, after arresting such person with reasonable or necessary force, shall take that person to the registered medical practitioner who is employed in a hospital run by government or any other authorities. Suppose that medical practitioner is absent, then what will be the situation? Then, within the radius of 16 kilometers from the place of occurrence, other registered medical practitioner who is within the radius of 16 kilometers from the place of occurrence available and who will hold the examination at the request of the police inspector, provided that that police officer who is requesting such medical practitioner, that person should not be below the rank of sub-inspector or any other person who is acting in good faith under the aid or direction of police officer. And there are other aspects that I will deal with later on, like how the report is prepared, and then after preparation of such report, who will send the report. So let's go to the provision. This provision has been added by 2005 Amendment Act and it has total 5 subsections. Subsection 1 states about where a person who has been arrested on a charge that person has committed an offense of rape or an attempt to commit rape, then there are reasonable ground for believing that an examination of that person will afford evidence. Then police officer will arrest that person and will take that person to the registered medical practitioner employed in a hospital, and that hospital is run by government or any other local authority. Suppose that practitioner is absent, then within the radius of 16 kilometers from the place where the offense has been committed, any other registered medical practitioner, and who will act at the request of the police officer and who is not below the rank of a sub-inspector. Now, to make such examination, it is necessary to arrest that person. So, to arrest such person, necessary force, that means what is reasonable for the purpose of making arrest, that should be inflicted, not more than that. Now come to subsection 2. Subsection 2 states about registered medical practitioner conducting such examination shall prepare a report. Now, in order to prepare such report, certain particulars must state in the report. Number 1 is that name and residence or address of the accused person and by whom he was brought, and the age of the accused person, marks of any injury on the person accused, then description of the material taken from the person and other material particulars in reasonable detail. That must be stated in the report. Now let's move to subsection 3. Subsection 3 states about the report shall precisely state each and every reason that how the medical practitioner reach at the conclusion of every facts. So the report shall state precisely the reason for each conclusion arrived at. Subsection 4 states that exact time for commencement and completion of the examination must state in the report. Now subsection 5 states about after completion of the medical examination, then medical practitioner without any delay shall forward the report to the investigating officer of the case, and then investigating officer shall forward the report to the magistrate. It has been referred in section 173 as a part of document as referred in clause A of subsection 5, and section 173 enumerates the provisions relating to charge sheet. So that's all in this video. If you have any query, then you can directly DM me on the Instagram. Thank you so much.